Thanks for coming. You know, it's kind of a dreary day.
It quit raining.
But this is a good thing. You know, you go up, show the legislatures, representatives, who we are, you know, what we stand for. There's quite a few, I don't know how many new people that have never really seen MSRA, that have heard MSRA. What's MSRA? This gives us an opportunity to represent us. We're not asking for anything. You know, they're not doing anything at this point in time that's affecting our hobby. So we're going up there as friends. We want to greet these people. We're happy right now. Just a good event for us. But we have one gentleman that has been our help for years and years and years. Bill Trzynski. I can't say your last name.
I can't either.
Bill was our lobbyist for how many years, Bill?
Forever. Yeah, well, yeah. Since I've been around, I hate
Yeah. This is Les Heen. He is our representative at the moment. Bill carried us through a lot, took care of us. But I would like to give Bill a plaque for all his services.
Very nice, thank you.
Bill has been a few words.
Unaccustomed as I am to addressing such a prestigious crowd as this morning, thank you. This means an awful lot to me. As you know, my heart and soul has been into hot rodding and street rides for a lot of years. And every time I think about that, I think about my brother Mike being one of the charter members of MSRA. And whatever, but so it's been a major part of my life. And we so appreciate having the opportunity to represent your interests at the state capitol. We've got a good group of legislators we work with, two representatives here today, and it's wonderful. I've enjoyed it, and thank you for this honor, putting a prestigious spot in the house right above the fireplace. There we go. Thank you, man.
Did they get your name right on the plaque?
Top lobbyist, yeah, they got that right. Yes.
Yeah, so as Mike mentioned, my name is Les, and I work with Bill. Bill hired me 4 years ago, and we still work together every day. So whatever I don't know about hot rods, I ask Bill, because he's in the office with me, or I ask Mike. So great to have sources. And we're happy, as Bill mentioned, to have two legislators with us today. We'd like them to come forward and say a few words. We've got Representative Rick Hansen, was at one of our recent legislative meetings, and Representative Mary Frances Clardy. So thank you for coming. Welcome to both of you.
I'm going to jump in first because I have very little to say, and he's an old guy that's been around for a while. He's younger than me. I'm Representative Mary Frances Clardy, and I had the opportunity to meet with some of you at the 5 and 8 this summer. So I'm just learning about MSRA, and Les told me he'd keep me in touch, and he's been sending emails. So I just want to be able to support what you do, but I need to know what you do. So I'm at the learning stage. I'm looking to this guy for leadership, but I'm also looking to you guys to reach out to me and contact me anytime and help me out, okay? So I represent Ember Grove, Sunfish Lake, Lilydale, Mendota Heights, and West St. Paul.
Great.
And
You're an educator.
yes, 28 years.
This is from our Scholarship Foundation. It explains our scholarship foundation that we have. We have,
Nice.
I believe it's 30 plus scholarships we give every year to MSRA students. that will explain our scholarship foundation.
Awesome. One thing I learned at the last meeting is that it wasn't, just males, it was families. This whole organization's all about families and generations of families, so that's awesome. So thank you all. I'll share this with my school districts. Thank you.
Great, well, Mary Frances and I were late because we were at the Capitol past midnight last night. We were at the Capitol past midnight all 5 days last week. I'm not sure when the Senate ends, so I apologize for being late. I also apologize, I've got free calendars, so they're a little late, since we're almost in June, but if you'd like some of those. I'm glad that you're here, and it's good to be here again. As the years go by, I always say that I know it's spring at the Capitol when the cars come on the mall. And we had that little gap during COVID where things didn't happen. And even when it's raining, that's refreshing that you're here. That not just your group, but other groups are coming to the Capitol again. We're seeing more people, more students that are coming to the Capitol, and that it's the people's house. And so by you being there, it makes things work. Keep an eye on us. We are busy right now. We have to be done by May 20th. But an actual day and a legislative day are two different things. So a legislative day under our Constitution starts at midnight and goes around to 7 a.m. the next morning. And we only have 7 legislative days left. And so we have to, that's why we're working late. We'll probably be working past midnight again tonight. So if members seem a little groggy, just wait till the coffee kicks in, and they'll probably be more available to talk. I think we're starting at 11.
Yes.
We're starting at 11.
We get to sit all day too, like all
So
day.
what are we doing right now? We're doing budget bills. So last year was the budget bill, but there are, for example, in the environment, I have a $17 million target. That means I have $17 million of additional one-time spending that'll do. What we're doing is we passed that in the House last week. We're waiting for the Senate to pass it, and usually those two versions are different. And we meet the conference committee to work them out. And so on the environment side, we're putting those $17 million of general fund, that's general tax dollars. We have a lot of small dedicated funds. So we're looking at probably providing about $15 million total for tree planting. Many of you probably have ash trees or had ash trees in your yard or your street or your farm, and a lot of them are gone. So our main focus on the environment side is trying to do some tree planting. Mary Frances is with education. They have a small target as well. So
43 million.
23 million.
43.
43. So we're trying to work out those differences. We have to work them out. I think, I'm just talking to Bill, I think there'll be, I think there's gonna be some things that fall by the wayside. Our speaker says this is the season of disappointment. So everybody has their things that they're working on, but time just will sort out the must-haves from the nice-to-have to the can't-haves. So you're gonna see that, and that's what's working right now. Any questions? You have more coffee? But thank you for being here, and it's really important. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Time for people to pull folks off the floor.
Yeah, that would be, the best way is, you can send a note, and a page will bring that to us. Or if you've got our numbers, just text your legislator, but sending a note in and pull us off the floor, because nobody's gonna be in the state office building. We have to move out of that building, within 48 hours after the session is over. So that process has already started. So when you go to the state office building, and if you leave a packet there, it's very unlikely that members are gonna see that for several days. So I would try to pull your member off the floor, or send a note in, or if you can't find, maybe send a note to Mary Frances or I, and we can find some people if they're not in, because the conference committees might be meeting as well. I'm guessing the Senate is probably not, I'm not sure when they're supposed to go in.
About
but
noon.
About noon, okay.
But the packets we are delivering will get to everybody.
They will get to them.
Yeah.
It's just they're probably not gonna see them, for.
Right away.
But we can bring them into some other folks too if you.
Some trivia too, when he said we're moving out, in most of our offices, we have our own sofas and pictures and everything. Everything needs to go, so it's not just the banker boxes, it's like everything, so it's
So that
starting to
could
look
include
empty.
Everything that goes in our in basket. So that way, if you can get it to your member on the floor, then that's something they can read and look at. Well, we have some people that talk a long time at the Capitol, so reading material sometimes is good.
Actually, a good thing, right on the floor.
We are paying attention to them, but sometimes reading material is very good.
I think we're gonna get a picture here too.
Oh. We gotta look skinny.
Don't expect that.
By the award winner.
Carla's everywhere. I don't know how.
This is a video. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
There's two other individuals here that are here that I think needs to be brought out, everybody's attention. Sandy, stand up.
Got you. Gotta stand up. She is.
Stand up. Mr. Green. These two, along with Marty could not be with us due to, just other circumstances that committee members know. I did order the plaques, but as things go, they didn't arrive on time. These two were initial in starting this whole group. And that these two were here today. And we want to say thank you. I made up a little plaque for now. The other ones are in transit. Just thank you for years of service that you've given to us. Sandy is our secretary. She keeps us in line. But I do have plaques, regular plaques ordered, but
Tell her every month.
This is good. Save the.
these two weren't around, we wouldn't be here. We've done a lot. And Marty, I'm not going into why, but all our community members know why Marty can't be here. It's not, I don't know. Any? What's that? Okay, we have the packets. Now, getting to the Capitol. It isn't as easy as it used to be. It is fairly easy though, because I did it. I dropped here yesterday to drop the packets off, and I took the trip. Easiest way to get there, go across Wabasha. When you get to Kellogg, Wabasha is going to be blocked off. Make a left turn onto Kellogg. Do not follow the signs. Do not follow Wabasha detour signs. Do not do that. Because when you get onto Kellogg, go straight up Kellogg to John Island Boulevard. That's the one. You have the History Center to your right when you get there. Votech is straight ahead of you, and the Capitol is off, or the Cathedral's off to your left. That is the easiest way to get there. If you follow any of the detours have detours. But there's actually less construction if you follow that. Just go straight across Wabasha, and a left turn on Kellogg, and go up to John Island Boulevard. When you see the History Center on the corner, that's John Island Boulevard. And that'll take you straight to the Capitol. Capitol's
still a big building, right?
Pardon me?
That Capitol's still the big building there.
Still a
right?
big building. Don't go to that other big dome that's there. That's called a cathedral.
Look for the golden horse.
That's where we should go.
Yeah, you know, but there's no construction on that route other than, Wabasha. If you try any of the other routes, yeah, it's a mess. They've got half of downtown St. Paul tore up.
That's where I used to park.
And detours have detours. I don't know how that works. But that is. Parking at the parking up at the Capitol. There's the one lot